All right, let's get over now for Options Insight with Abigail Doolittle, where Abigail, you're looking at the sell-off today.
And I'm curious to know what your first and second favorite donuts are, Romaine. Yes, we are going to take a look at today's stock sell-off. And to do just that, Scott Bauer of Prosper Trading Academy, the CEO over there. Happy Monday to you, Scott. Not so happy for stock investors, or at least those who are long. We're looking at the worst day for stocks since the beginning of September. A variety of factors here, the virus. We also, of course, have no stimulus. China slapping sanctions on some of the defense contractors here in the U.S. What really stands out to you, and do you think it's going to last?
Yeah, there's certainly no lack of news here. The one you didn't mention was the possible extension of a decision on the election. A few months ago, and even as recently as a few weeks ago, we saw a big divergence in the VIX, Abigail, because a lot of people thought that this was going to go on. We weren't going to get a decision. It was not going to drag on. But then we saw the VIX futures really come back into line, and we're still seeing that. So, I'm hearing a lot about that maybe is the part of the big sell-off today. I don't see that. I do think it's really the news coming out of Europe, out of SAP, that maybe this is a precursor for some of the big companies here.
Yes, that's sort of definitely an interesting potential tell on the tech IT spend, unless perhaps SAP is using the cover of this macro, let's hope not, to take the opportunity to guide down. But you were just mentioning the VIX, Scott, and if we go into the Bloomberg terminal, the VIX has really been in a range, and it's clear that this range is either going to break to the upside, back toward the highs of the year, or we could be going right back down toward below 20 toward 15 or so, which would represent, a move that would be positive for stocks. Which way do you think that it's going to go? It seems as though this break is probably going to come pretty fast, pretty soon.
If you can give me about 6 weeks' time, it'll be to the downside. Would be my prognostication that the VIX will start normalizing lower as the market gets settled in a little bit.
Super quick, Scott, before we go to your trade, do you think that you could see a spike higher, very fast spike up to 50 and then back down, or do you think that just down?
I don't see a spike that high. I really don't, Abigail.
Okay, so that's the answer.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that would be the answer around the range, because it really looks like it's going to make a big move one way or the other in probably a week or two. Talking about your trade, though, you are relatively bullish here on Overstock.com into earnings.
I am, and I'm going out to next week's options, November 6th, so we have about 2 weeks here. I'm buying the 80-85 call spread to the upside. I can do that for about $1.10 or so. Right now, the option market to next week is pricing in a move of about $15. If we get that to the upside, that takes us to that level, which is also some pretty decent resistance in the stock. So I really like the reward to risk on that trade.
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting to see what comes with that earnings report. And then later this week, of course, on Thursday, I think it is, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, Twitter. It's going to be an earnings bonanza. We'll be here and looking forward to the next time that you join us for Options Insight. Scott Bauer, CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Thank you. From New York, this is Bloomberg.